Hey guys, Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with a live edition of What's in the Press. Guys, I am again pretty darn busy, so I figured I would come on here and do a live version of What's in the Press because it's faster, it's quicker. That's pretty much the way it goes. But like I promised last week, what I've done now is I've compiled all my smaller invoices into another binder. So actually today I'm going to go through several smaller invoices and then I'm going to do one big one. All right. So let's start off right off the bat with some books from Jordan out of Whitby, Ontario. And you might remember Jordan from Basement Collectibles. He is the fella who had the Ultimate Fallout 4 that came back 9/8 after it was cracked, pressed, and cleaned. But anyways, Jordan starts us off with a copy of The Real Ghostbusters #1. I'm going to hopefully avoid any of these glare, lots of glare. Let me see if I can angle this properly. There we go. Okay. Jordan also gives us, yes, a copy of Invincible #1, a book I should have got on a long time ago. I was getting these submitted 6 years ago. And I just go, I got to pick up one of those. I got to pick up one. And I never did. And now I'm never going to because they're way out of reach. Anyways, Jordan finishes off with a copy of Strange Academy #1. Okay. So again, those are Jordan's books from Whitby. Thanks so much for your submission, Jordan. They're finally going to be getting out to CGC. And again, I'm doing this because I want to speed up the smaller invoices. I don't want to keep invoices of like under 7 in storage for so long. I want to get them up and going and out of the way. So let's keep going. Next, we have a submission from Neil out of Otonagi, Ontario. I think it's out of like the Peterborough area. What do I have here? Okay, one sec. I think I'm going to mix things up. But anyways, Neil submits to us a copy of Fantastic Four 49. And Avengers #8 with the first appearance of Kang. I'm seeing this book pretty much weekly right now. An Amazing Spider-Man 55. Great John Romita cover. And a copy of Detective Comics 359 featuring the first appearance of Batgirl. Thank you so much for your submission, Neil. Okay, I just don't want to mix things up here, guys. Moving right along. We're looking at Craig's books, and Craig comes to us from Scarborough. And Craig submits to us a copy of Uncanny X-Men 129. First Kitty Pryde. Another copy of Amazing Spider-Man 316, featuring the first Venom cover, as well as a newsstand edition. A copy of Marvel Secret Wars #8, first symbiote costume. I love this one here. This here is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends, based off of the popular early 1980s cartoon, which I watched religiously when I was a kid. Love that one. Copy of Wolverine #1. Craig also submits another copy of X-Men 129. This one here looks as though it's seen its fair share of UV rays, right? But nonetheless, a nice copy other than that. And finally, Craig submits a copy of Amazing Spider-Man 344. All right, thank you for your submission, Craig. Next, we have a really small order from Jordan out of Belleville. And Jordan submits to us a copy of Captain America 117. Unfortunately, it's missing a little chunk in the corner there. This one here, and it's got a lot of tape on it. This one I might just send in as is. Maybe I'll give it a quick press to smooth it out a little bit. But essentially, because it's missing this much of the front cover, this one's probably going to come back, and there's a big giant tear here as well that has been taped. It's probably going to come back a 1.5, I would think, regardless if you do a press or not. So this one I might just send in as is. And Jordan also submits a copy of Amazing Spider-Man 129, first appearance of the Punisher. Now this one here has some water damage on it and will certainly benefit from a press. Keep your eyes open for some before and after pictures of this one, because it's going to be a dramatic fix. I'll bring it up close and see if you can see any of the issues with it. It's kind of hard on the screen, but let's see here. If I get the right angle, well, right there you can kind of see the bottom there. It's kind of rippled. Anyways, lots of water damage on this one. So that'll be a fun one to do. Thank you so much for your submission, Jordan. So guys, those are the smaller orders for this week, and I might try to get a couple more done as well as time permits. But next we have a rather large order from Jordan out of Keswick, Ontario, and we'll get started with this one. Again, it's a pretty large order, and Jordan first off submits a copy of She-Hulk #1, and it's been graded by PGX at a 9.4. He'd like to have that cracked and looked at, and then sent into CGC to be graded. Hopefully we can at the very least maintain that 9.4. We all know that with PGX books, they tend to grade a little high. they tend to be a little giving with their grades, a little generous. So if we can pull off a 9.4 again, that'd be fantastic. Hey, if we can get up to a 9.6 or a 9.8, even better. But until I get it out of the slab, it'll be kind of hard to tell. Next, Jordan also submits a copy of Canadian variant copy of Amazing Spider-Man 238, First Hobgoblin. Again, nice copy. And we are going to try and bump that up into the 9 range. Okay, so Jordan also submits a copy of TMNT #4. The Mighty Avengers #13. The Simpsons Comics #1. Omega Man #3, the first appearance of Lobo. Young Avengers #6. Whoa, holy glare. Sorry about that. Nice copy of Spawn #1. If anybody's in the market for a Spawn #1, I picked up a collection. I've got about 10 of them. So shoot me an email if you want one. They're in varying grades, but they'll all press out pretty minty. So I might sell a couple of the 9.2s, 9.4s if anybody's interested. Also, a nice Jordan also submits a nice copy of Silver Surfer #1. Now look at this one. This is nice. An ASM 121, The Death of Gwen Stacy. Mr. Miracle #1. Another book I see here almost weekly is X-Men 101. Conan the Barbarian #1. A lot of nice books here, Jordan. Lois Lane 70. It's a first Silver Age Catwoman, I believe. And here is Hulk 282. Well, She-Hulk team up. Another copy of Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends #1. And I guess that would be the first appearance of Firestar in comics right there. So who knows, right? That I heard people speculating on this a while back, and I started seeing this book pop up again and again and again. I always thought her first comic appearance, I guess her official Marvel Universe appearance, I think it's X-Men 196. The one with Magneto on the front cover as well. You see Firestar in there fighting, but I think this is her first appearance in comic form. Anyhow, moving right along, Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars #3. Okay. Really cool copy of Patsy Walker's Fashion Parade. And what I love about this one, most of the Marvel books, right, the Avengers or the Hulk or whatever, the Amazing Spider-Man were king-size specials, right? This is a queen-size special. A book, obviously, catered or designed for girls. And instead of a king-size special, we get a queen-size annual. I love it. Love it. All right, moving right along, we have Jordan also submits a copy of X-Men 54. I told you it was a big order, guys. X-Men 141, Days of Future Past. Copy of Thor 225. Power Pack number 1. Hope this is not too loud. There we go. I'll move the microphone over a bit. Astonishing Tales Deathlock 25. That's a nice copy. Batman 308. There we go. Peter Parker 98. The Crow number 1. This book likes to press out nice too. This is one of those books, guys. You know, I always tell you that NYX 3, Batman Adventures 12, and these, the Caliber books and this Crow book, they tend to press out really, really nice. Oh, Amazing Spider-Man 300, newsstand edition. Oh, by the way, man, remember I did John's last name, sorry. John's books last week. I pressed out his ASM 300. Wow. John, if you're watching this, I think you got a shot at a 9.8 there. It's a really, really nice book. ASM 46 with the first appearance of the Shocker. Mighty Mouse Adventures number 1. That's a cool book. Daredevil number 13, early Man Without Fear issue. A Detective Comics 211. It's a pretty beat up issue. Hopefully we can make it look a little prettier. And last but not least, another book that's no stranger to the comic doctor's office is another copy of X-Men 266 featuring the first appearance of Gambit. So yeah, guys, there you go. That's the reason why I decided to separate the invoices. When I have an order like that, where you have close to 35 books, if my weekly, if I'm trying to get through, close to 80, 85 books a week, almost half of that is one person's order. And if I have 2 large orders like that, and I do have many large orders like that where I have 30 books, 40 books, 25 books, what have you, the little guy with 2 books or 5 books sometimes gets, don't get me wrong, they're not pushed aside. They're still in order, right? They're still, I always do the books in the date. They're done in the time in which I receive them. They're done in, first come, first serve order. But if I've got 2 books and I'm behind 3 guys with 80 book orders, then it's going to take a long time to get to those guys. So that's why I finally decided to divide up the invoices. And so each week I'm going to get to some of the smaller books and smaller orders. And I have a feeling that I'll get through them rather quickly, to be honest with you. So anyways, there you go. I hope you like that selection of books. Tell me, I always like to know, are there any books in this selection that I presented to you today that you are interested in adding to your own collection? Boy, every time I go through these, I'm thinking in my head, need it myself. It's pretty crazy. But let us all know about which books you have your eye on in the comment section below. Remember, by doing so, you automatically enter yourself into a draw when I hit 1,000 subscribers to win some pretty awesome prizes. Have a look at the information section below for more details on that. Now, guys, this week I've been pretty active here on YouTube. I did an unboxing that was this morning. I think I released it this morning. I did another video yesterday talking about pressing fails. So check those out. And then probably on Friday, I'm going to drop another unboxing video as well. And that'll be it for this week. Anyways, that's it for me. I think I'm going to go off and watch some Squid Game now. Anybody watching Squid Game? I'm going to go check out episode 2. Guys, thanks so much for popping by and enjoying these books here with me. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye for now.